Hello and welcome to Keepsales. In this video, we will be looking at how to export your accounts on Keepsales. Now, to export accounts, you have to do the following. First, let's click on the main menu, and then under the main menu, we click on Transactions and Sales, and then under Transactions and Sales, we go to click on Account History. Okay, so we are going to export our account. Okay, so now there are certain parameters that are available for us to be able to export our account by. Okay, so now you can export by the these accounts that have been listed, and we are going to go through them one by one. So take note that this export is done via Excel. So after selecting whatever parameter that you want to export, you finally click on export accounts with filters to Excel. Okay, so let's click on export accounts. Okay, so like I said, exporting accounts means you want to be able to download your accounts from Keepsales, and then you are only able to export accounts to Excel. Okay, so these are the parameters that I mentioned. You can export by keyword, you can export by product or by product department, or by your discount status, or by your payment method, or by date, month or year, or by a particular time interval, okay, or by a time span. Okay, so and then under every parameter we have to take note that you can export the items with the transactions that were okay. Okay, there are two kinds of transactions. Your transactions are either okay or they are cancelled. Okay, so if you want to export according to the parameter cancelled transactions, you can click on either. Okay, so then there's the section for cancelled transactions, so you click inside the circle. Okay, and then you are able to export only items under whatever category or parameter you chose, and then the results that will be displayed are cancelled transactions only. You can also decide to be able to export both. That's both cancelled and okay transactions. Okay, using whatever category that is available. Okay, so we are going to go through them one by one. Okay, so first let's export by time span. Okay, so now you want to, by time span, you can export, okay, past 10 months. Okay, so then past 10 months you're able to export all your account history that you have ever done, okay, beyond 10 months. Okay, so you can we can export account that's just for the last 24 hours, or the past 3 days, or the past 1 week, or the past 1 month, or the past 3 months, up to the past 10 months. Okay, so for illustration purposes, let's just look at for the past 3 days. Okay, so when we are done, okay, so after clicking this, you have to choose which status of transactions you want to show, and that is what I explained. You want to only see transactions that went through, that's okay transactions, or you only want to see cancelled transactions, or you want to see both. Okay, so we'll just click on both, and then we'll click on export account with filters to Excel. Okay, so we're just going to wait for it to download. Okay, so we have it downloaded. Now, depending on your internet connection or the speed of your PC, it might take a while, and also depending on the volume of data you have, the volume of data you have, it might take a while. Okay, so now let's click on this and let's have a look at our transactions for the past thing we chose for the past 3 days. Okay, so this are all our transactions for the past 3 days. Okay, so you notice 8th, the days is just for the past 3 days. So for the past 3 days, from 5th to 8th, these are the transactions we have done. Okay, so you have all the information. You are able to see the total sales revenue, for the past 3 days, you're able to see the gross profit and loss. You're able to see the gross percentage margin. You're able to see the total discounts, the total inventory sold, and then you get to see products on a product by product basis. So the transaction ID, who processed that particular transaction, you're able to see the product names, the batch number, the quantity. You can see all that extensively broken down for you in this Excel sheet. Okay, so let's just close this. Okay, so like I said, for time span, you can click to view for whichever duration that you find available in this option. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the next. Okay, so we can also export by time interval. Okay, so let's say you want to export let's say from the 1st of September to, let's say, the 7th of September. Okay, so right. Okay, so let's close this first. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's click it's inside. Okay, so Excel opens for us. Okay, so here it is. We are able to see all that as well. Okay, so per the information we have here, we never really had any transactions from the 1st of September. Okay, alright, so we're able to see this. Okay, so let's close this right here. Okay, so when you are done, okay, you can refresh the page. Okay, so you can, okay, so let's try another parameter. Okay, so again let's see from first, today is 8th. Okay, so let's go back a bit. Okay, so let's say we want to look at from, let's say, the 24th of August to today. Okay, and then under which status of transactions to show, we want to see the transactions that which were okay and then cancelled as well. You can either choose only okay transactions or only cancelled transactions, whichever one. Okay, so for the purpose of this demonstration, we just select one. Okay, so we click on export accounts with filters to Excel. So wait for it to download. Depending on the speed of your internet or how fast the PC is, it might take a while or it might download faster. Okay, so it's done. So let's click on this. Okay, so our Excel prepares to launch. Okay, so we have the sales record as well, so the number of products sold, okay, within that period, okay, or within that interval that we chose. Okay, so you realize that the days, okay, are organized, okay, in a descending order. Okay, so from 8th all the way down to the 31st. Okay, so we have that as well. Okay, so let's cancel that. Okay, so we can just close this. Let's refresh the page again. Okay, so let's again click on export account. Now we can just export by a specific date. So let's say we want to see a transaction which happened on the 9th of, let's say, August, let's say 2020. Okay, so yeah, you can export that as well. Okay, and then it's going to download. Or when you come to payment method, if you want to only export accounts, okay, according to payment method, you can look at all payments you had in cash. Okay, so you can export all accounts for transactions that you had in cash, or mobile money payments, or Momo plus cash payments, or card payments. Okay, so any of them. Or you can export by discount status. So you want to see only sales with discount, or you want to see only sales without discounts. Okay, so you're able to export that as well. And then when we come to by product department, okay, you can also excel by product department as well. So yeah, you choose the particular department, okay, that you want, which has the transactions that happened, okay, for that particular department. You are able to see that in Excel as well. And then by product, okay, you can just look at a transaction. You can export transactions for a particular product, okay, for over the period. Okay, so I think we'll just demonstrate just this one. Okay, so let's say we want to export all accounts, okay, of transaction of us selling a Dell laptop, okay, to Excel. Okay, so let's click on that. Okay, so Excel prepares to launch. Okay, so basically we don't have any. Okay, so we can close this. Okay, so this is how to export accounts with filters to Excel. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. There are more of these videos that are available for you, so do well to go check out all our videos. Thank you so much. Do have a nice time and enjoy yourself.